Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Chloe, and I would like to say welcome to all of you. To my previous viewers, thank you for coming back. To my new subscribers, I am going to give you 3 seconds for you to go and subscribe so that when I post, you get a notification as well. So in 3, 2, 1, thank you. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about maturity. Okay, in full, maturity does not come with age. Repeat after me. Maturity does not come with age. It's not given. Maturity is adulthood, or it's the state of being fully developed, or the time when a note is due. Like we expect it from you at a certain time in your life. However, I think we are wrong to assume that, to expect that. Like there is a point at which you are fully grown that we expect that by now you have achieved maturity. There is common sense that we expect from you because we believe you are matured and you are at a certain age. But it's not the case. It's not the case. We have people that are matured and they are very young. We have people that are not matured and they are very old. Like, guys, this is not automated. I wish it was automated. Maturity is deeper than age. It's deeper than age. It's about the way you see and understand things around you, the way you consider others and their feelings. So other people don't do that. I don't know why. We can never measure maturity by age. Never. Like, if you do that, erase, tipex, delete, like, out. Maturity is not measured by age and it does not come with age. It's not automated. In reality, that's how it's supposed to be, or that's what we were taught. However, it's not happening the way. It's not happening the way. Like, each of us has a responsibility to attain maturity and self-awareness as we grow up. Some mature early in life, others never mature at all. No matter how old they can get, they just never mature. Maturity is not a natural consequence of growing up. Age does not guarantee maturity. I'll give you 4 signs that show that a person has matured. You will see that a person starts respecting differences. You don't expect everything to be the same or everything to be done a certain way. You understand, or things can be different. Things are different. Things are done differently. That is a sign of maturity. If you are that one person who just wants things this way and everything must be this way and everything must be done this way, we have a problem. When you are matured, you become a person that stops judging. You basically know how to. You can talk. You can let out your opinion across to people without judging. You don't judge individuals. You speak your opinion very nicely. No fights, no argument, and no demands. You're not demanding for everybody to hear you and actually take your opinion as the only opinion or as the truth. You also expect it as a matured individual that I can actually say this and people will not agree with me or they will not accept it. It's okay. You do not force anybody to love you. You don't force anyone to accept you. You don't force things. You know, as a matured person, that if it's possible for people that don't even know you, by just looking at you and then they start loving you and liking you, then you know it's also possible for people that you don't know that just start seeing you and hate you. It's maturity. You know the difference between the... I mean, if you can accept or people can just love you, then you will also accept that people can just hate you. Why would you want to accept the one side and not accept the other? It's maturity. You need to know all these such things in life. You accept them as they are. As a matured person, you can show signs of maturity by being open-minded. You can't know this and keep it here and know this and it's just this and there can never be anything else. How? Did you talk to the whole world and confirm or things are just like this? Why are you deciding that? And you can't fight people for opposing your opinion. You need to know already. I'm open-minded, open to new things, open to differences because things change. You can also be open to change. Like we know, okay, you grew up at home, you were taught you cook eggs, fish oil, frying pan, your eggs are ready. It's fine, you learned that. But be open-minded. If I come to you and say, no, my dear, let's use butter. Butter can cook eggs. You melt the butter, you cook your eggs. They are ready. But when because you're not there, you're showing signs of immaturity if you're not willing to listen to that. We're not saying you must do it. It's just being open-minded. Listen and learn. You can say, oh, I'm hearing you, my dear. I see what you're doing. I've never heard it before. I've never seen it before. I've never tasted it before. I think I still prefer the way I did things. There's nothing wrong with it. We are not asking you to change your opinions of things. We're just saying you must be willing to balance out things. You should know already. Things can be done differently. Things can be different. Someone who is mature is always aware of the effects of their actions. You know, or every action you take has consequences. You can't expect to throw an egg in the air and just smile and you're okay with it. If that egg comes down and hits somebody's head, you must be willing to take action to say, I threw that egg up. You can't say, but I just threw the egg up. They said I must throw an egg up. No, you threw it up, it's fine, but there are consequences and you should be willing to accept them. That shows maturity. You know, actions that we do have two outcomes all the time, negative, positive. It can be either one. And whether it's negative or positive can also depend on the situation. Like the example I just gave you of the egg. That egg can come back and just fall on the floor. You just clean it up and that's it. However, if you hit somebody with it, that's a negative. You need to apologize. But then if you're not going to apologize and say it's not you, it's the egg, what do you mean it's the egg? Did the egg fly from wherever way it was and went and hit somebody's face? No, that was you. So as a matured person, you would know you need to take responsibility and apologize for that, you know. As a matured person, you don't demand praise from people. You can't go around saying, yeah, I deserve it. Yeah, I want this. You can't demand things. As a matured person, you should know, or you ask for things, or you earn things. You can't just demand them and just claim you deserve them. As a matured person, for example, if you were to ask for something, you can't just say, yeah, can I please have that cup of coffee? I deserve it, it's cold, you know. Or you can say, why aren't you giving us coffee? It's cold. We are sitting here and it's cold. You can't just demand coffee because it's cold. You can just say, may I please have a cup of coffee? I'm feeling cold. That just shows there's a difference between all these three sentences that I said, but they're all asking for coffee. So the other two sounds like you're demanding. It doesn't sound right. You know, you're just demanding things because you feel like you deserve them or you're entitled. That's not maturity, you know. As a matured person, you understand that it's not everything that happens around you or happens everywhere that you should have an opinion about. It is very okay to not have an opinion, trust me. It is very okay. You can just let things happen. Trust me, the world will continue. It is moving round and round, whether you have an opinion or not. Nothing will stop because you couldn't have your say and give your opinion. Never. Nothing will stop. As a matured person, you need to have straight communication with people. You can't be angry at somebody and, I'm no longer going to talk to her. She didn't talk to me nicely when we were there, they were ever doing this, and then I'm done. You won't even let her know. Or the other day when you were speaking to me during the people or wherever you did this and this, I was not happy with that. Come on. Have straight communication. Like, you always have these little voices in your head that will tell you this is how we do things, or this is how things are supposed to be, or whatever you're saying is right. We all have those little voices, but as a matured person, you are matured enough to know that that little voice does not have to take charge. That little voice does not always have to have its way. Even if it says you are right, or you insist on doing things a certain way, it's a little voice. As a matured person, you would know that there's a person who can come and correct you or give you a better way of doing things, and you accept it very nicely with a smile, and life goes on. And you just learn new things instead of demanding, no, I have a feeling things must be done like this, everything is done like this, demand. Why? Not taking responsibility for your actions, I think, is one of the biggest signs of immaturity that we see. Not admitting you're wrong when you're wrong. Like, immature adults will stick to their story even when you have all the proof to show them that you are wrong. No, I am saying this is how it is and this is it. Being unaware of how you affect others. Just being yourself. Doesn't matter whether you are joking or you're laughing at people, teasing people, name calling, whatever you're doing. And I can call you a name by joke and we laugh about it. It's fine. The first time you do it, we laugh about it. And then if you're going to insist on doing it, you need to look at how I react to you every time. If you see that my face changes and I'm not happy, or even if I tell you and then you want to insist on doing that, it's very immature. You need to understand what I said. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not happy with that. And then as a matured adult, you would know the difference to say, I need to stop doing that. But if you're not going to stop and checking how you're affecting people and you're just going on and on because you are happy at the time and it's fine, that's a different story. Feeling entitled to someone's affection because you feel a certain way for them, that's immature. You can't say because when you like me, I'm supposed to like you back and entertain you and give you attention. There are so many guys out there that ask so many girls out here, and they're turned down because it's not every girl that you ask out that will also be interested in you. It's normal for a person to turn you down, but you can't go all acting up and throwing tantrums and start doing name calling and shaming the poor girl because she's not interested in you because you're feeling entitled to her showing you the same affection you're showing her. That's not mature at all. Being a sore loser is also an example of immaturity. You can't win everything, guys. Even Chiefs knows that it loses. It loses, guys. You can't. Pirates knows. Sundowns knows. We win some, we lose some, even though they cry, but they know they lost. You can't be a sore loser to lose and then now you want to throw tantrums and give excuses and start, no, thing is the referee, no, thing is the other team. No, guys, it happens. Just learn from what you did wrong so that next time you become the better player. You win the other one, you can't just, no, guys. Lastly, you can't dismiss other people's feelings to nurse your own ego and expect other people to actually nurse your ego as well, and then they must actually take care of your feelings. So everybody must now make sure you are happy all the time, you have your way, and then it's fine. And then when you do things, you don't want them to be happy all the time, you don't want to make sure they're comfortable. It's always about you. You can't dismiss people like that. That's a sign of immaturity. You need to be able to accept everybody and make sure that they're always comfortable and accommodate each other's feelings as adults to show that we are matured. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for Simply Re.
Dear Ree, how are you doing? Please keep me anonymous. I am dating 2 guys and now I'm pregnant. How do I choose the father? Yo, anonymous. You don't choose the father. You don't choose the father. Never, Shem. Never. That is the first thing you need to understand. Never. You don't choose the father after being pregnant. You can pick the father of your baby before being pregnant by picking a person to date, or okay, I want to date this guy. He likes me, I like him, and I think me and him are good together. Then you decide to have kids. That's what we call choosing a father. You don't date 2 guys, fall pregnant, and then you're not sure who is the real father of the baby, and then you go on some, I don't know who to choose as the father. That does not lie in your hands. Never. Never. You cannot choose the father. Only DNA will determine who the father is, which means you will need to come clean to both of them and then do a paternity test when the baby is born. I feel like it's safer when the baby is born, because if you do it before the baby is born, there is a lot of risks involved. So it's better to do it once the baby is born. I hope you find this helpful. I don't want to say much because I do not want to sound like I'm judging you. Good luck, Anonymous. Hi, Ray. Can you help a sister out? I'm a divorcee, now in a relationship with a married man who told me that he wants to divorce his wife since their love has faded. But he is not acting upon it, and we are so madly in love with each other. It's been 2 years of nothing but love. Should I be worried or just continue being happy, because I really am? My kids adore him so much also. Please advise. Dear Anonymous, I would like to say, morally, it is never okay to be in a relationship with someone who is already in a relationship with somebody else or married, unless they have consent from the other partner to say, hey, we're in a relationship, or we are married but we can also see other people. Or even if we both don't do it but you are allowed, I won't do it, However, I'm not here to judge you. So whatever your reasons were when you started this relationship, they are known to the 2 of you, and you are both adults and you made an informed decision when you started the relationship. So what I'm going to say to you now is, this person probably will never divorce his wife, honestly speaking. You don't say you are planning on divorcing your wife, or you're in the process of divorcing your wife and it takes you 2 years. That is way too long. I feel like he's just not going to do it. He used that maybe to get you to agree to date him, because maybe he knew you would not agree to date him while he's entangled. Another decision that you took that was poor from my side was introducing him to your kids. I feel like you should have waited a bit, at least until the divorce takes place. Because now it sounds like you're going to be a permanent side chick. Or maybe Guy has plans to actually take you in as his second wife. We don't know what his plans are. He hasn't probably told you the idea because he thinks you won't agree. So he has to find a way to make you agree. So the best way is to make you believe he's going to go through a divorce, and then you will fall in love with him and everything. And then when you are deeply in love and you cannot come out, that's when he'll tell you, hey baby, now I'm thinking of taking you as wife number 2. I can't divorce my first wife. Such things. I don't know what his plans are, if he's there to deceive you, or he really has good intentions and really wants to take you in as wife number 2, or he's actually going to divorce his wife. I honestly don't know. But I feel like if I were you, to be on the safe side, I would rather end the relationship altogether and tell him come back when you're divorced, or accept that I'm just a permanent side chick, or accept the possibility of being wife number 2, because I feel like these are the only outcomes from all of this. I really don't see the divorce happening. Good luck, Anonymous. I hope you find this helpful and it helps you make a sound decision.